Joel Valley from Media Glitch here, and today we're going to look at a new book from Bitmap Books called From Ants to Zombies. It's 6 decades of video game horror. This book is awesome because it's an amazing read. It does another amazing thing. Check it out. Dun, 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 dun. It glows in the freaking dark. Kids, that was awesome. I didn't even know it glue in the dark until I actually went to bed one night and I go, did I leave something on my computer or something? No, it was the book. And that's just, I think that's an awesome, just like nice little touch. But getting into this book, you'll see first off, we have a key, a game key. It'll tell you what system the game came out for. There's an introduction to horror. If you don't know, I am a horror film director. You can actually go check out my movie for free on Tubi, Beautiful Prison. So as you can see, I love horror, so this book was for me. And, oh man, Doom. Who remembers Doom? Such a great game. Looking at all these games, Dead Space. Wow. Okay, so Dead Space brings me back. One thing I remember is this trophy. Let's go through my trophies. Actually, we're gonna have to speed this bad boy up because I got a lot of trophies. Okay, get to this. Here we go. Right here. Beat the game only using the cutter. That was a tough one, but this game was so amazing. I love it. I couldn't put it down, and it really just put a new spin on the whole survival horror thing. And if you haven't played it, you got to check this one. All right, we got Alien Isolation. Yep, some good games here. What else do we got? Oh, we're going way back. Haunted House. Man, they go back to the old school in this book, guys. So there are so many gems. Halloween on the Atari, man. Oh, Michael Myers coming. Oh my God. You know what? I got to get to the next review. So Michael just killed me so we can get on with it. Oh, there we go. And then you got Nightmare on Elm Street. Guys, for the Commodore 64, a lot of people think about the NES version, but then there's a Commodore 64 version. It's not the first Nightmare on Elm Street, actually. It's Dream Warriors. And I have to pick my boy Kincaid. Always, man. I got to represent with Kincaid because he's awesome.
Freddy, where you hiding at, you burnt face pussy? Hey.
So for some reason, Kincaid is white or something here. It doesn't matter who you pick. You're still going to move around this white figure, run away from Freddy, try to find his house. Once you get into his house, it actually is a really fun game. You got to find certain objects, certain things throughout the stage, make your way through the stages, try to rescue your friends. Honestly, if you are a Nightmare on Elm Street fan and you haven't played this and you only played the NES version, I recommend this too. The Blair Witch Project. You know, I just did a movie with a guy named Jade Bidwell. It was called Deer Camp 86. It was out in theaters. You can buy it now on Amazon. And Jay Bidwell is a big fan of this game. So Jay, tell us how you feel about this game.
Hi, I'm Jay Bidwell, one of the stars of the new horror comedy Deer Camp 86, available everywhere. On this film, I got to work with the ever so talented and oh so charismatic Joel Valley. You'll have to let me know if I got that right, Joel. I read your notes, but they were kind of scribbly, so hopefully I said that right. Anyway, I'm here today to talk to you about the 2019 video game Blair Witch. Of course, based on the classic horror film, The Blair Witch Project. In this game, though, you play Ellis, a man with more than a few psychiatric issues. You go into the woods with your handy-dandy dog, Bullet. Sweet Bullet. I'll kill somebody and mess with that dog. Also, multiple endings in the game, so you never know exactly how your choices are going to pay off. You see, the first film kind of hints at what the Blair Witch does to your mind. The second film shows you a little more, but this game really lets you delve into what the actual witch is doing inside your noggin. And it just does a great job of immersing you in the dark woods where you feel like there is a critter just outside your flashlight's glow at every moment who wants nothing more than to rip you apart. I must say, there's some amazing set pieces in here. One of my favorites being the minecart, also the sawmill, and of course, the iconic Blair Witch house. I played this by myself, all the lights off, and I was just in the friggin' woods of Burkittsville. Also from the Bloober team, Layers of Fear, or Layers of Fear 2. This is, I think, Layers of Fear kicked up a notch. So, do check out Blair Witch.
I'll leave a link to Jay's YouTube channel down below so you guys can check out his reviews. Ooh, Splatterhouse. Now this game. Now, as a kid, being a horror fan, of course, this game was amazing to me. One of the reasons why I had to buy a TurboGrafx 16. Of course, there's the arcade that came out first. This is what it's all about. In fact, when I play this game today, there's still amazing things like that mirror stage. How innovative that was, where your reflection comes out and you got to fight it. But I'll tell you what, man, this game is tough, especially when you get to those later levels. You're going to be dumping quarters if you're playing in the arcade. It's really hard, but I promise you, if you just stick to it and you just play every day for a year and a half and memorize all the moves, you will get it taken care of. But Splatterhouse is one you have to play. The next game is Seventh Quest. Okay, Gordo, take it away.
In 1993, I purchased my very first video game with my own money, and that game was The Seventh Guest. The Seventh Guest is a horror adventure puzzle game where you are walking around in a mansion trying to find puzzles and solve those puzzles. And as you are walking around the mansion and solving these puzzles, there are live action video clips that play to progress the story a little bit more, to let you know what's going on. And the main story is about a man named Faust that made toys, and for him to be famous and successful, he made a deal with the devil or a demon. And when he did that, the toys that the children so much loved the children are getting sick. So this game is all about figuring out what Faust did, who the kids are, who the other guests are in the building or in the mansion. And it's just a really neat game to witness, especially back in 1993 when you had 3D graphics alongside live action video clips laid on top of those 3D graphics. It was just something really cool to see back then. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend you play it.
Thanks, Gordo, for that. I appreciate his first ever YouTube review debut. So, PT? Man, you guys remember when I scared the Media Glitch team with this game? That was fun. Man, we truly missed something with PT. Let's talk about this NES game that I didn't know about until I read this book. And this is why it's so important you guys buy this book, because there's so many hidden gems in this book. Now, there's several characters you can play as. I picked this guy, and all of a sudden it's like Titanic. Storm hits this boat you're on, a cruise ship. The whole world turns upside down, and you got to try to make it back. Well, I'm trying to make it back to my sister. Maybe every character has something else. I don't know. It's twisting, it's turning. There's dead bodies all over. This is for the Super Nintendo, guys. There's a map, but it all has to be read upside down. So it gets really, really wild. And every time you die, the clock ticks away, and you have so much time to try to get there. And if you don't, it's game over, man. You're at the bottom of the sea. Some scary stuff. So. All right, moving on. What do we got now? Cold Fear for the PS2. See, now this game, a lot of people don't talk about this game. This game is awesome. I love that the environment is the enemy. People are enemies. Monsters are enemies. You got to check this game out. It's survival horror. It definitely feels like a Resident Evil game, which is a good thing. But I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this. The graphics are great. The gameplay is great. You're going to have a good time. You can't go wrong with Cold Fear. So I'm really happy that it's featured in this book, along with a ton of other games, guys. You got to pick up this book so you can be in the know of what the good games are for the horror. So check out Cold Fear for the PS2. You won't be disappointed. It's got jump scares. It's got everything you need in a horror film or in a horror game. All right, for our next review, I got a young reviewer here coming in. He's going to tell us about his favorite game, which is Subnautica.
Hi, my name is Wasey, and the video game I want to talk about today is Subnautica. This game is an awesome game because you crash land on an alien life form planet, and the fun thing is that you still need to get food and water so you can go fish for fish. And the thing is that there's super duper cool monsters at the bottom of the ocean, and at the top the developers have super cool like thoughts to get these type of monsters out there. Like, they're super cool. They're so creative to make monsters like this. And my favorite part was definitely the fiery dragon guys at the very bottom of the ocean. The fire biome was so cool to explore and see stuff there, and I highly recommend this game to people that like first-person games and like ocean games.
Thank you, Wasington III. All right, moving on. Let's go on. Oh, yeah. Oh, Ghouls and Ghosts. Ghost and Goblins. That whole series, man. All of it is so good. This game... Look at the graphics for that day. I mean, that's just beautiful stuff right there. Awesome level bosses. You play as Arthur, trying to save the girl. I don't remember what her name is. But what's awesomer than playing against Lucifer and putting him in his place, right? That's what I'm talking about, guys. And it's the Sega Genesis has the greatest video game cover of all of them. So, all right, let's see what else. Man, so much stuff in this book. It's crazy, guys. I'm telling you, Resident Evil 3. Here we go. What do we got here? Oh, Dead by Daylight. You know, Reggie, Radical Reggie, Media Glitch Team. We played this game a lot, but this is pretty much all we do. If you're not teabagging killers in Dead by Daylight, you're playing it wrong, kids. All right, look at all these games, man. I could be here forever, but ooh, Castlevania. No time to play that. We got to keep this review short. Come on, keep flipping the pages, man. Oh my goodness, so many good games. You got Dino Crisis. Oh, now if you love Resident Evil games, you love the sound of Resident Evil. You love the sound effects of Resident Evil. You like the music style. You like the camera. You like the tank controls. You love all that stuff of Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Then there's no reason why you shouldn't be playing Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis 1, Dino Crisis 2 for the PlayStation. Man, this game is so much fun. And yeah, I really wish they would do a remaster. If you wish they do a remaster too, please like the video, comment, say we need a Dino Crisis remastered or a new Dino Crisis. Well, what do we need a remaster for? Let's do a new one, you know. Capcom has been releasing these remakes, but you know what? I'd be fine. This game has it all. It's got the bloodiness, the gore, the horror, the puzzles, You know, instead of zombies, of course, you got your dinosaurs, but you're going to have an amazing time playing this game. It's one I highly recommend. Man, this book is a great read. So many amazing games. And of course, the mother of them all, Resident Evil. I'm going to have my boy Kag, the Kag Man from Media Glitch, tell you all about it.
Resident Evil, man, was just such an iconic game. One of the real first horror games for me had ever played, man. And I just fondly remember the scene where Jill, she comes in, like, Jill and Barry are like in front of this fireplace, and she goes off by her own, and then she walks down this hallway, and it's the first time you see a zombie, right? And it's just like, oh my god, like, this is crazy. And then the zombie steps up, and Jill backs up, and she pulls her gun out, and then she, hesitates, and then she goes back to Barry, and she's like, Barry, I found this such and such. And then the zombie comes in, and Barry's just like, Jill, step back, I'll take care of this, you know what I'm saying? And then he just blows the zombie away. And that just blew my mind back then. One of my friends growing up, his name was Jason. I remember him buying the Resident Evil game. It was the long box, which was pretty dope, right? And that's the first time I ever got a chance to play, because I didn't have a PS1 at that time. So he bought it from Babbage's at a mall called Randall Park Mall here in Cleveland, Ohio. And we went back to his house, and he started playing it, and I was like there all day just in awe watching this game. And I was like, this game looks absolutely stunning. And that was my first experience with Resident Evil. And Resident Evil has just been a staple in my life since then. I play all of them. Anytime they come out, I'll get those games, and they're just phenomenal.
Hey, thanks, Kag. I'll put a link to Kag's channel in the description below. Guys, this book has everything. Well, not everything, but listen, Bitmap Books, if you ever make a sequel to this book, put in Sanitarium. It's a PC click adventure. I love this game. This game is so awesome. Call me up. I'll write the review on it. If you ever make a sequel to this awesome book, it's amazing. I wish Sanitarium would have been in it, but it wasn't. But it's fine, because room to grow, right? Let's make another book. Put this bad boy in there. But guys, other than that, this book is amazing. You got to go check it out. Go to their website, bitmapbooks.com. Order yourself a copy. You won't regret it. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what is your favorite horror movie in the comments down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Maybe it looks a little bit dated, but I still have fun playing it.